Hello, I'm Toycat, and when a Minecraft update comes out, creators can be in such a rush to put out content that they'll show it off in creative. This is fine and the standard, and it's great even for allowing audiences to see stuff quickly, but for actually experiencing a feature's balance relative to the rest of the game, it's actually less great. And that's why I'm starting this series that I'll be using for new content drops to actually experience what an update feels like in survival. You're going to see the entire process from me spawning in, like I've just done, to actually being able to have a happy Ghast in this brand new world, because ultimately that will help you understand what it's really like to get one of these on your next world. Today we're going to be taking on this brand new happy Ghast, and it's releasing in just a month from now, and I want to show you what it's actually like to get one, starting with chapter 1. And so, hello, I'm Toycat, consider subscribing. If you like this kind of long form content, I do a lot of it on the channel, and let's get started with one of the most important bits, which is chopping down some wood. We're only going to chop down 3 pieces of wood though, because one of the fun things about the happy Ghast is that it's a feature which is only obtainable by going to the Nether. This is something that you might not realize about it, but there are 3 ways to get a happy Ghast: crafting, finding, or of course bartering, and all 3 of them require some access to this other dimension, and so getting there quickly is going to be important. And I think this is my second favorite default seed, but it's definitely my overall favorite for getting to the Nether quickly, because it has multiple blacksmiths. Pro tip, when finding any seed with these, just go straight in, and what you can find are diamonds, gold, some iron pickaxes, and honestly, this is, I love the blacksmith chests, and so having 2 of these means that now we immediately have access to a piece of armor, actually 2 pieces of armor because of the ruined portal, as well as some iron to make a bucket, which is actually required if we want to make a happy Ghast. Just these 2 things alone are going to allow me to do so much, because after filling my bucket, I can now make myself some obsidian, which is very wonderful. But yeah, this is now going to allow us to go to the Nether very, very easily, because there's also, oh, actually, and there's a gold block just on the outside here. You love to catch those too. So, and just like that, we're into the Nether. With that said, phase 1 is done, and we're ready to move into phase 2, discovery. Because now that I've gotten myself to the Nether, it's time that I discover where I can find a happy Ghast. So there are 3 ways to do this. You can see 2 of them immediately. I could kill a bunch of happy Ghasts, then just grab some soul sand. Or I could get some gold, which I have 11 of it already. Just trade with those guys right there. Or I can find a soul sand valley. And this is where this part of the, journey is going to be particularly important, because most people, when they talk about the happy Ghast, they just assume you're going to have one, that there is no cost associated. Kind of like saying, man, diamond tools are OP. It's just better in every way than iron tools. But obviously, also, what is happening right now? But yeah, I think that saying that diamond is better than iron without an understanding of how much harder it is to find diamonds than iron, there's no diamond golems for you to kill yet. I think that immediately does kind of mess with your perception of these things. And so what we're going to do is immediately look for a soul sand valley, and apparently not immediately find one. Usually it's my dream to say, oh, I don't see any soul sand valleys around. But today it actually is a little bit of a downside. So as you can see, I'm now getting close to the end of day 1, or the end of day 0 if we're using Minecraft day logic. We're getting to the end of day 0, and I don't have any sign of how I'm going to get this happy Ghast. I could get lucky. Oh, so I'm gonna just do a risky jump hit. Oh, no damage whatsoever. Nice. I am maybe gonna be closer to being able to trade for it. I think it's a 2.32% chance of getting a dried Ghast from a trade. So if I get a bunch of gold from this, okay, I don't. But if I get all of these gold blocks around, which they're all very tricky to get, actually. Okay, so we'll go up here. We'll pick this one up. That's 1 gold block, which is 9 gold. Then the other one there is going to be easy, and that one is going to be less so. So I'm going to jump down in an inconvenient way for them. Oh, okay. That's some knockback right there. And okay, yeah, this is perfect. This is a wonderful combination of events right now. I have to make sure I kill the Ghast, although there must be more than one of them based on the multiple streams. I don't see any other ones, though. Is it? Where? Oh, up there. Right, perfect. Okay, so things are getting messy very, very quickly for me right here. I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, no! I'm back in the Nether after making two very critical changes from last time. One was to craft this item. It does seem to be useful sometimes. And the other was to play with vibrant visuals off. As much as I want to love it, you know, it's going to be the default visuals. Honestly, it makes certain situations just substantially harder for me. And, you know, while trying to get the happy Ghast, I want to show it as real as possible, which for many people isn't going to mean having these visuals on. Even though that is going to be the default for lots of platforms, for many others, they're not going to be able to support it. And so it seems incorrect to show it off. Anyway, that's our first Ghast here gotten. Let's get some more. I think that it is worth 100% mentioning, no doubt, that a lot of the times, you know, when people mention like, oh yeah, this is how you find the happy Ghast, they'll just mention, oh yeah, they're found in soul sand valleys. Especially early on, this was true. But now that they've added two other ways of finding them, it's both a little bit misleading to say you can just find a soul sand valley, because one, finding a soul sand valley is not proving to be easy for me in the slightest here. I think I found every other Nether biome first, which is usually a godsend, but not today. Okay, we found one. Thank God I complained about it. But yeah, so like I found every other Nether biome before finding this one, but also even once we find this soul sand valley, it's not going to be a guarantee that we actually find anywhere within it a happy Ghast. Okay, I think I have this planned. I'm gonna jump onto this. Then I'm gonna jump onto this. And here we are, down with the fossils. So yeah, if you are down with the fossils, one, that means that you are probably about 300 million years old. And yes, music was better in your time. But the second thing you've got to keep in mind is that being with a fossil is really, really great. It's one of the most unique sources of bone. If you need a farm in the overworld to be fed, this is actually one of the best ways. But interestingly, as you can see, this one did not. There is no happy Ghast in this, because there is no guarantee of any fossil having a happy Ghast or a dried Ghast inside of it, which is very, very interesting, because I feel like, again, you might picture all of these having them, but if you haven't played the betas or previews or played with that drop toggle, you might not know that there's just nothing here. So unless I'm willing to kill 6 more Ghasts, on average, I'm not leaving this biome with a dried Ghast. Okay, so my next strategy is to get right back up to where I was before, and I'm going to try a different way of getting the dried Ghast. So this is my friend Tony. In another life, he would be a used car dealer, offering some pretty shoddy deals, but as he is currently living in the Nether, his main deal... Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to put that out there. As he lives in the Nether, his main deal is giving pretty weird things in exchange for gold. So I just got myself some string and some quartz, and I've got some obsidian and some leather, and honestly, he's really great if you think to yourself in the morning, I would like my inventory to be cluttered by things I will probably never use. It's just, you know, there's no mob better for it than... Oh, wow, we actually got one! That is a 1 in like 32 chance that we just nailed right there. And so this might actually be your most effective way of finding a dried Ghast. Wow, that's really fortunate of me. So yeah, we're gonna quickly see what I can do first. Kill 4 more Ghasts. Again, Bedrock has too many Ghasts, but it's always had too many Ghasts. It's just even more too many right now. So that is my 5th Ghast here. Will I find a dried Ghast in the wild first, or will I have to be able to craft one first? Okay, well, this guy is being very friendly. Okay, maybe not actually so much. We are definitely leaning right now towards the Ghast tier solution being the better one. Okay, so this guy, though, did drop 2 Ghast tiers. And so, weirdly enough, the thematic lore way that you are meant to find the happy Ghast is by far the hardest. I mean, again, you might get really lucky / unlucky of your Minecraft seed. You might find a soul sand valley. I think maybe I'll check this seed out in creative to see where the nearest you know, dried Ghast actually is, to prove that point later. But for now, here in survival, I've just proven that, yeah, actually you're better off just killing 8 Ghasts. Here's my new crafting recipe for a dried Ghast. Look at that. 2 dried Ghasts I'm coming back from the Nether with. I feel pretty good about that. So we're going to place our dried Ghast in some water here, and slowly but surely, he should become happy. I don't know if it has to be a source block. Okay, it clearly does have to be a source block. Ooh, he's sliding very quickly away from me there. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a second one and put it right next door and see if the happy Ghast grow at the same rate. Okay, that first one has already become a little bit less depressed. There we go. That's 2. Actually, I'll put them this way, shall I? So I can look at them next to each other. Now we can see what happens with our happiest ghasts. Because in the meantime, we're going to do some prep. If you want to have a happy ghast, just having one by itself isn't going to be useful. Instead, you're actually going to need to get a couple of useful items. Either the snowballs, which I'm going to level with you. This is not a good biome for finding. Or having, of course, a lead will be very useful as a 1. And the second thing we're going to absolutely require is a ghast harness. Which, you know, can we be honest with each other for a second here? I think it has glass, wool. Oh wait, if it has wool. I have some iron anyway, so let's turn this guy into something. So I think it's glass, wool, and free leather. And I did just pick up some leather. So let's see if I'm correct about that by making myself a crafting table. Pro tip, if you're worried about destroying village houses, but also you need a crafting table, destroy one of their pieces of wood, put a crafting table there. It fits perfectly. It actually probably would fit better there. But anyway, so if we want a ghast harness, we need dyed wool, 2 glass, and 3 leather. It's actually easier than getting a saddle. Okay, so I'm cooking up my sand. I got my food done for myself. And I've got my happy ghasts, or my unhappy ghasts, slowly becoming more neutral ghasts. And at some point later, hopefully they'll become even happier than that. To a player like, you know, I have this like speedrunning mentality in my head, where it's like, if I'm not doing something towards my goal, what's the point in that? But also, I think the thing that makes Minecraft great, if I go beyond my own personal biases, by the way, my own personal biases tell me that blue and yellow dye should make green. Come on, Mojang, you can do that for us. But yeah, my own personal biases would tell me that actually, therefore, it's a bad thing. They should have some way of making it instantly happen. They certainly could if they wanted to. But again, if I just move those biases out of the way, as I'm going to do so right now, then what I could actually say is like, well, also let's go to the crafting table and let's make our harness ready to go. If I move my own biases out of the way, I say that actually Minecraft is made better when there are tasks that happen slowly. What's the phrase here? Like slow living, like being able to do things at your own pace and not feeling like right now, right here is the time to do it, is one of the great things about Minecraft. Oh, I went to take a shower, and in that time, they grew up. So these are my absolutely adorable ghaslings, but they're just ghaslings, and so I need to wait another little while. I mean, actually, at this point, you could argue I should go and get snowballs. That would be fun, wouldn't it? But I'm still wet from my shower. I had a panicked moment at the end of my shower, like, it's probably been more than 10 minutes, I should come back. And I was right, but I'm gonna go see what happens when I go get dressed or whatever. No! Yeah, maybe okay. Just to be extra safe, now that I know there are risks involved, I'll stand up here. Now that should avoid most bad things. Oh, God. Now that avoids almost all bad things. Okay. I don't know for sure, but I would wager that these guys are looking mighty happy. Oh yeah, that is definitely one happy ghast, which means I can now, if I want to, get on top of him. It's going to be tricky to do, but just like that, we've secured our future. And now I just need to get some string, because obviously it's great to have a happy ghast, but I think to truly enjoy this mob, we need to have all of the benefits that come with it. And so, wow, that was risky, but to have all of the benefits that come with it, we need to craft a lead. And here is the new lead recipe. You can get 2 of them, which is nice. And so, yeah, as soon as I can guarantee my survival, looking a little bit dicey right now, gotta say. Just make myself some bread, and then let's get on this guy, because it is very sketchy right now. Get me away from this. Is a happy ghast a viable way out of a bad situation? Yeah, actually, it is. Look at this. I'm up in the clouds. Nothing can spawn and hit me from up here, because there's no terrain nearby. And that's really cool, actually. So I'm gonna go bring my ghast over to this guy, because I specifically want to make sure that I bring a friend with me. Wherever I'm going, I'm sure it will require a happy ghast. So you are gonna come with me. Hey, there we go. And now wherever I go, actually, we go a step further and just tie them together. And now I don't have to keep the lead in my hand. I can just have a happy Ghast be dragged around by my happy Ghast. So yeah, at this point, we now have the happy Ghast. It took 3 full Minecraft days. And let's be honest, what you could either call good luck or a good Minecraft seed or, good fortune. And if we're being even more honest, it took an entire life-death cycle. The happy Ghast is a very fun way to get around your world, and it is very easy to craft the harness for it, and there's even a bunch of ways that you can find it in, weirdly, that seem to have resulted in me finding it by all of the methods but naturally. But despite that, I want to end this video with a real talk about people who say the happy Ghast is OP, or people that say the happy Ghast is gonna really be the only way you'll ever want to get around your world. Consider just how slow it really is. I'll concede that this seed is the exact wrong case for the happy Ghast, but look at me trying to get to just over there, the same distance from the portal to the spawn point that I did in literally 20 seconds at the start of this video. It's going to take me till the very end of this video to do the same, because the happy Ghast isn't fast. It is a great way out of some situations, but that's just because of its sheer size, and it's a great way to do building in the sky, and I would even say that for certain situations, I don't think the end is actually really one of them, but for certain situations where you need to cross small gaps that are very treacherous, the happy Ghast might be your friend, and if you come with a bow and if you know what you're doing with him, wonderful things will occur. However, is the happy Ghast OP? Absolutely not. And is the happy Ghast too easy to obtain? I would say no. Again, if I'm on day 4 right here, after a death, I think that we can entirely be reasonable and say that, yeah, the happy Ghast is, for many players, not early game item or really even mid game content, and I know that it hurts because there's many players, myself included, who kind of see the end as being the start of the mid game, but for most Minecraft players, the end is just something they will never experience. It's not even, as much as the hint is in the name, it's end game content, right? But by the time we got to this happy Ghast, I found a fortress, I found enough gold that I could trade for ender pearls. I would be able to defeat Minecraft in a faster time on this seed than I could get the happy Ghast. And that is food for thought, that the happy Ghast is possible to do early, but you need one friend on your server who's willing to go through all of this work, and for most Minecraft players, the happy Ghast is going to be something aspirational, more akin to netherite than iron, and as weird as that is, I literally got myself a netherite upgrade in this video, as weird as that is, I think that is a sign of the success of this mob, and hopefully seeing this video and seeing it live has kind of really helped you understand that, like, oh yeah, there is more to the happy Ghast than I thought. Oh, I took off the harness. That wasn't a good idea. I'm going to fall through him now, right? But yeah, I hope that this video convinced you of that. And, oh, you can stand on the unharnessed ones. They'll just knock you off. But yeah, hopefully this video taught you of that. And hopefully it showed you in a much more fun way than you've usually seen on the internet. If you enjoyed this video, please do like it or leave me a positive comment saying something to that effect. It is the sort of thing that I love to look at. And also, if you enjoy this kind of style, you might enjoy the fact that we have bloopers. I'll show you a little preview because basically whenever my editors are going through and there's something that really shouldn't be in a video, they save it in a separate folder, and we've been uploading some of those bloopers recently. If you are a member, you have access to them, but if you want to see a little preview of this month's bloopers, well, here you go. Isn't that crazy? Look, I have no torso, I have a torso. Okay, you can see my torso down there. That's embarrassing. Let's get on him. Oh, he's not a full adult yet. Let's wait until he's properly able to consent, and then let's get on him. Let's not make that joke. It cannot spawn anywhere else, which is why it's so... Fuck, I didn't hit the button. What do you reckon, chat? Did I do a... Wait, I can't say chat. I might start putting it in the wrong way. Oh, my phone is ringing. It's my car being picked up. Hello? Oh, hi. Whenever I hear my sneezes back on video, they sound so weird. So I'm sorry that you just had to hear that. It's really... Smell bad. What do I sound like? Can you probably hear? You might have to do subtitles for this, and I know that's probably hard. It'll be available on Saturday. Make sure to check it out if you are a channel member. And if you're not, you can always consider becoming one. It's one of the best ways to support any channel you enjoy. Speaking of supporting channels you enjoy, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll support your, exit and your good rest and sleep. Hopefully you have a shower today, and hopefully it makes you feel better. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.